Hi, thanks for joining me today. I've got a fun problem from the Oxford University Maths Admissions Test. We want to know what is the maximum value of this function 4 sine squared x plus 4 cos x plus 1 all squared as x varies over all the real numbers. And we've been given 5 options here. If you want to have a go at this problem, pause the video now and give it a go for yourself, and I'm going to dive straight into a solution. Now, the trick to this is not to do what perhaps A-levels or school maths tells you, which is to differentiate this, set it equal to 0, solve for x, and then plug it back in. What we want to do here is actually just deal with this with a bit of care and kind of complete the square on the inside and just think about what the biggest and smallest values, certain things within that can be. Okay, so we're going to start off with something standard. We're going to replace this sine squared x with 1 minus cos squared x. So this is going to become 4 minus 4, and I'll use the letter c here to denote cos x. So that's 4 minus 4c squared plus 4c plus 1 all squared. And if we just neaten that up, minus 4c squared plus 4c plus 5 all squared. Great. Now what we're going to do is complete the square on this inside function here. So taking out the minus 4, we get c squared minus c, and then we've got a plus 5 here squared. And now this is all pretty standard stuff if you are completing the square, and this is something that at least in the mat they'd expect you to be very fluent with and be able to do very quickly. So this is going to be this. So you can check the algebra for yourself if you're not convinced by my speedy run through there. But this is what you get. You get that f of x is just minus 4 times c minus a half squared and then plus 6. Great. Now we're trying to find the maximum value of f of x. If we're trying to make f of x as big as possible, let's consider this thing here that I've underlined. Because that thing is being squared, we either need to make that thing a really big positive number, like a million, or a really negative number, like minus a million. Because when we square it, the minus sign would disappear, and we'd just make a really big number. So we're going to consider two possibilities here. What's the biggest positive number this could be? And what's the biggest negative number it could be, or the most negative number it can be? Well, let's deal with positive first, because this is a bit easier. Well, here we've got a 6, a positive 6, and then we're subtracting off 4 lots of this thing squared. Now the thing is, that's being squared, and so it has to be non-negative. Non-negative, and then so when we're subtracting it, this thing here that I've underlined is going to be at most 6. So the biggest positive this could be is 6. And then when we square that, we get 36. So currently 36 here is our contender for the answer. All we've got to do now is see how negative we can make this number. Now, because cos varies between 1 and minus 1, if we subtract half from that, cos is going to be between a half and negative 3 over 2. And so if we square that, then the biggest that c minus a half squared could be is minus 3 over 2 squared, which is 9 over 4. So this thing here is at most 9 over 4. And so therefore the most negative we could make the inside is minus 4 times 9 over 4 plus 6. And that would just be minus 9 plus 6, which is minus 3. And if we square that, well, we only get 9, and that's not as big as 36. Therefore, the absolute biggest that we can make f of x is 36, and that there is our final answer. I hope that solution has made sense and illustrated how they expect you to solve these types of problems. They don't want you to kind of just dive in head first, do the thing that high school math teaches you to do. You want to take 2 steps back and just think about how you're going to solve this, and it is just a matter of completing the square and using some reasoning here. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If this video you have found helpful, please do give it a like. And if you're new to the channel, please do consider subscribing as well. Thanks so much. I'll catch you in the next one. Have a great day.